What up, YouTube? What up? Yeah, putting an update on since the last time I did the clean the rail and the injectors. Now she don't. Now I got no spark. She wasn't starting. Man, I spent a whole week. That day. I spent hours, and then there was a day during the week. I spent about like 4 or 5 hours troubleshooting, man. I mean, all I did was unplug the pigtails. Boom, boom. Unplug, of course, the IAC, TBS, and this, just to get more, just to kind of just pop it out, pop out the fuel rail. Of course, popped out the fuel lines, cleaned them up, and put them back in. Then she wasn't starting. Then I started kind of figuring, just going through, and then I wasn't getting any spark. And I did not touch anything electric. See, yeah, the Opti spark is here. I never touched this. This is all new, man. All this is new. Opti's new. Fuel pump is new. And I just all the grounds, the ground that's this cable that's behind the alternator bolt. Then take this off. All the grounds on the ignition control, and then those grounds back there, nothing was touched. So I started kind of troubleshooting, was getting a little bit of spark, some spark. I still have the plugs, the wires open, off, and then I put a new coil. The ignition control, I have another one, switched it out. Nothing, man, nothing. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, not today, but I wanted to give you guys an update. That's why you haven't seen a video. Take this one out, put a plug in it, see if the Optis, because I was getting spark. So pretty much is, the computer talking to, the ignition control, the Opti, and then the pulse for the fuel injection. It's all that. Here to here. On the Opti, and so somewhere along the line they're not talking to each other. And I've been racking my brain, taking them off, taking them on, taking them off, taking them on, rail off, on, and then I didn't get any spark. So I just been racking my brain, and I seen other guys have the same problem. No spark on these cars. You just out of nowhere, boom. That's all I touched was just the fuel rail, man. Just the fuel rail and the injectors. Put it back in. Then she started acting. She started being temperamental. Put it in top dead center. That's why I got the belt off. Put it in top dead center. You put your little, take off cylinder one. Took the plug off, and you can feel that compression when she's there to see if she was out of time, even though the book says it sets, the computer sets the time automatically. I've heard that's bullshit. So now I'm just kind of at a standstill, just to kind of stand back and take a breather, because this whole week I've been hitting it hard, man. That day, I don't know what day it was. I think it was Sunday, and did it 4 hours, man, trying to get her. And then on Tuesday, I've spent out here from like 1 o'clock to like 4:30, just triple checking everything. I mean, everything, man, everything. Is there a chafed wire? There might be something that I touched in here on this wire harness. I gotta go through it, because the only thing I was touched was this, here, just to move this out the way. You know, unplug the pigtails just to pop. Look, the fuel reel still I can pop it right now. You know, see, yeah, just figure it out. So that's why so that's where I'm stuck now. It's got to be something stupid, something really small. You know, yeah, I unplugged the temperature sensor, the one here for the water pump, just so I get more leverage when I was putting it top dead center. So let me step back and marinate. You know, quadruple checked. So the next thing I'm gonna do is take off that what I told you with the this wire. This is the cord to the opti. I'm gonna take all the plugs out on all sides. Maybe it got doused with so much fuel, so then it can spit all that shit out, spit all the gasoline out of the cylinder, you know, and then clean up the plugs, put them back again, and kind of just step by step. But that day that I put that video with the injectors with the new O-rings, that's all I did. That's all I took off. That's all I touched. And now she doesn't wanna. Now I got no spark. I got no spark. I got fuel. Now I got no spark. So there's something I'm missing. There's something. I doubted it's the PCM because it was just, that's all I touched. It was just the fuel rail and the injectors, and pop out the fuel lines and put it back in. That's it. You know. So now I have no fucking spark. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. She's in a standstill right now. You know, I still gotta jump on that one and remove the lines, the AC lines, but I gotta remove the compressor in one shot with the lines because there's just no space to unbolt that. There's no space to unbolt that one bolt that's right behind the compressor. So I gotta take it out as one unit. I would have to, which line is it? This line, and then fish out the compressor out. You know, but these are flexible lines on the SS. So now this car has AC. She's ready. I just wanted clean the injectors, and now I'm in this bullshit. Now I'm in this I'm in the rabbit hole. And you saw a guy, she was running fine. She was, driving AC. Started doing a little bit of the exterior. You saw the interior videos. So now she doesn't want to, And then there's a crank position sensor in this engine. This is a 96 engine. But they use the 95 harness to this 96 engine, and that's a 95 ECM because I still have the OBD1 plug. So the actual, I think, engine is from a 96 the tow package B4U, because I had to go up in there and there was telltale signs. Yeah, it's a 96 engine in a 4.3 car. But then that wouldn't be too much. That wouldn't be an issue because she was running fine, So it was just something that there's something that she's that's it's in my face, or I just haven't figured it out. I triple checked the grounds, triple checked those grounds by the ignition coil. The one over there hasn't moved by the alternator on the block. The ones in the back, not all that. The only that harness right here, it was touched here, and this one, just to snap that the fuel rail out. So I just had to take a step back and take a week off, of just because that shit was already eating me up, and then you start thinking right, you do stupid shit. So I just backed up. I just backed the fuck up and let me reconvene, you know. But I still gotta do the AC on the SS because that's a necessity. I think every 2 weeks I gotta put Freon now. So I think the lines are laying on the A-arm, and it got chafed, and also too, the washers behind the compressor, you know, where the lines go with the male and the female. Those are usually one went bad, so that's not too bad. It's just, you know, when it's just you want to take your time and do everything right. Don't half-ass it, don't rush it, you know. So that's why I stopped here. I didn't want to fuck up anything else because I just didn't want to. All right, let me just read up the wiring diagram to see what am I missing. Where's from the computer, you know, computer ignition coil, the ICM, and the opti, you know, and the pulse for the injectors. That's all. Where's that weak link? What am I missing? You know. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, man. So yeah, it's just been wrecking my brain. All right, stay tuned.